let's go to the creek, but not just any ordinary creek. This is not your typical creek. Where we at? We're at Holmes Creek, Vernon, Florida. Had a couple hours this afternoon to come down here and put in and just run up and down the creek a little bit, run up here to Cypress Springs. Very famous springs. I'm sure you've heard of it. If not, you'll get to see it here in just a minute. But it is crystal clear. Man, it is pretty and it is hot. We do have some kayakers here, so we're gonna try to get this thing fired off and get on up the water, get on up the creek and see what it looks like. Holmes Creek and Cypress Springs are often mentioned up and down this area. And it's pretty well known for kayakers, snorkelers, and even scuba divers. We put in at the boat ramp in Vernon, but there are several boat ramps that are closer by to the springs that you can put in and paddle up to the springs or either down to the springs. They're all pretty close. But I chose to put in here just for the ride and enjoy the beauty of this creek because it's truly one of a kind. I don't have anything against regular outboard motors. They're really quiet, enjoyable to run. But in this type of environment, you have to be really careful and go pretty slow so you don't tear anything up. This gentleman here had a hard time around this tree. He was getting hung up on the limbs just underneath the water. But this is one reason why I love a long-tail mud motor. Is because it's really a breeze to go through stuff like this. You don't even really know it's there. You'll see in a minute why this place is so popular, but there is a boat ramp right here that I'm fixing to pass. Just below the springs, you can put in there and paddle up, and it's real easy paddling. There's also a boat ramp just above the springs you can put in and paddle down. Both are fairly close to the springs. You can be there fairly quick. But you can see it's a really popular place for a Friday afternoon. But anywhere right up through here you can get out and chill. It's waist deep to knee deep, all the way up to the spring head, which is in front of us. And they say this spring pumps out about 75 million gallons of water a day. That's really hard to imagine. But every bit of the water you see comes straight out of that spring head. And it's a constant 68 degrees, which is really cold. That would take your breath away. That right there is cold, sonny boy. Okay, we're gonna paddle on up in there and check out the springs. Show y'all around a little bit. Most of the kayakers is gone. There's a few still left, so we're just gonna paddle up in there. It's real easy to paddle here. So if we don't get wet by the rain first, we're gonna get in. So we'll see what comes first. I'm gonna change shirts first. it's fixing to rain, so we're gonna ease on back down the creek. Alright, well that's a wrap on Holmes Creek in Vernon, Florida. Appreciate y'all coming along, man. That's a fun little creek. If you've never been here, you really should make a trip down here. You can rent kayaks from these folks right here, and just look them up, Vernon, Florida. Rent you a kayak from them, or bring your own boat. I would be mindful putting in here going up though. There's a lot of logs and stumps and trees and all that across the river, across the creek. So appreciate y'all watching. We'll see you soon on the water. Bye now.